a quick tutorial for the chords for Honey Pie by the Beatles for ukulele. This is the main section of the song, so it doesn't include the opening verse, which I've done a separate little chord melody tutorial for, which I'll link to here above the video. So no, this is from the where the vocals start, Honey Pie, You're Making Me Crazy, and to the end of the song. It's a reasonably sort of standard form in that it's like a verse, verse, bridge, verse, or probably better known as an A-A-B-A format in kind of jazz terms. So yeah, we play like an A section, an 8-bar A section, and then another one of those, which is a slightly different ending because we're going into the bridge, but more or less the same. Then we have an 8-bar bridge, and then we go back to an 8-bar A section, which was the same as the first. And then effectively that's repeated all again, but this time one of those is instrumental, and then a sung verse, and then a sung bridge, and then a sung verse, and then there's actually one more A section verse, if you like, tacked on the end with a scat vocal. Strum wise for this, I like to just play it pretty much straight, 4 down strums per bar, sometimes maybe popping a little up in, just to imply the swing of the song. And obviously for this kind of thing I'm muting using my left hand by releasing the chord, so I get a stopped chord. So you're better off with bar chords in order to do this, so you're covering all 4 strings. But the option is yours. I'll give you the options here in the video. So you could strum the song just a normal strum, I guess. I'm just thinking I'd probably do so down, 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 up, down, up, something like that for each bar, or down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up again. But I very much like this simple down strum, which keeps it all very clean and clipped. The chords in the song, so the A sections are 8 bars each. The first one is 2 bars of G. Okay, a bar of E flat 7. So this is 3, 3, 3, 4, as per the diagram. Then, because we're already playing that shape, we might as well just take that shape up a fret to 4, 4, 4, 5, which gives us an E7, a different variation on E7, instead of your standard E7 there. Makes sense to use that as we're just already in that chord shape. And then we can go to an A7, we could go to a standard one, but that does leave 3 strings open, so it doesn't really, not easy to damp. So if I wanted a barred version of that, I would put a bar at the 2nd fret, effectively building a G7 shape behind that bar. That gives me an A7. So 2, 4, 3, 4, as per the diagram. And then a standard barred D7, so 2, 2, 2, 3, home to a G, 1 bar of that, and then the final bar, which is like the turnaround bar, is a half a bar, so 2 beats of E flat 7 and a D7. Okay, so that's 2 beats on each one. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then the second A section, which is the one that goes before the bridge, is almost the same, but at the end we play 2 different chords. So again, this time it will be 2 bars of G. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 bar of E flat 7. 1 bar of E7. 1 bar of A7. 1 bar of D7. Then a bar of G. Then there's 2 beats of F sharp and 2 beats of F. Now, to make those easier, if you play your G major in that penultimate bar as a barred G major, you can then just take that shape down to the 1st fret for F sharp major, and then slide so your first finger falls off, your bar falls off, and you're left with just a standard F chord, but with fingers 2 and 3 there. Okay, and that definitely makes that movement. So it's a bar of G, 1, then 2 beats of F sharp and 2 beats of F. So again. which is taking us into the bridge. So that's the only difference. That final bar is the only difference between the first A section and the second one. And the final A section, the one after the bridge, is the same as the first one again. So talk about the chords for the bridge. I tend to play these open. I like it to sort of ring out a bit more. So you've got a bar of E minor, standard E minor, and then we have this C sharp minor 7 flat 5, a big name, but it's a relatively easy chord to play. 0 1 0 2, a bar of that, then a bar of G major, and then a bar of G7, and then the next line of that would be a bar of C, a bar of E7, again I'm playing the open chords here, and then an A minor, bar of A minor, and finishes off with a bar of D7, which kind of turns us around to take us back into the final A section. Now when I play that final D7, I tend to do this, which is mimicking what the bass player is doing. The bass player is effectively going after that G, so he'll get to that final G, and what I'm doing is by playing a D7 there, I'm kind of mimicking that. So I'm playing a normal D7, and I'm playing the chord on its standard on the way down. Then I add my third finger, could be a pinky, to the 4th fret of the 3rd string from the floor, this E note here, and then play that on the up, and then take it off again to play a down. So again, so just the only note different is that finger going onto the 4th fret of the 3rd string. So it's off, on, off, and those melody notes are effectively happening within that. So if I just play that bridge for you, so E minor, C sharp minor 7 flat 5 to G, G7, to the C, E7, A minor, then the D7, then I'm back into an A section, G for 2 bars, E flat 7, E7, A7, D7, G. Then we go E flat 7, D7 to finish that. And then effectively you're starting from the beginning again, but we're playing an instrumental verse for the first A section, and then for the second one it's sung again with a kind of scat vocal where he goes a bit falsetto. Then there's a bridge, and then there's another A section to finish that, and then, as I said, there's a final A section tacked on again with a scat vocal at the end to kind of take us to the end of the song. But if you go and listen to the original, which I'll link to here in the video, and play along with it, it's in the right key, you'll get a feel for the form of the song. So I think that's everything. So again, if I just play through an A, B, A part of the song, I won't sing, but like I say, I'll link to the original, you can play along with that. So I'm going from, we've just done the intro verse, and I'm going to play Honey Pie, You're Making Me Crazy, Honey Pie, My Position Is Tragic, those 2 A sections, then the bridge, You Became a Legend of the Silver Screen, and then finish off with an A section there. And I'm just going to play the chords through for that. Okay, so it would be something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Second A section with a different ending. To the bridge. Last A section. And then you are repeating that all again to go through the instrumental A section, then a scat vocal A section, and then another bridge, and then another vocal section, and then we do one more A section to sort of finish off the song. And that's the format of the song. One other thing is when we get into the instrumental section, the third and fourth bar, the E flat and the E7, are played more as stops, so they're like instead of played straight through like they were before. So that's on beats 1 and the and after 2 effectively. So bam, 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 and then goes back to the normal feel. I'll do that again. So if I was in the instrumental section playing the chords, it'd be 2 bars of G. Then with the stabs, back straight again. And so on and so forth. So like I say, it does that in the instrumental verse or A section. It does that again in the verse or A section after that instrumental. And then I think it does it in the outro A section with the scat vocal over it. But again, if you listen to the original song, you will hear where that happens. So that's it basically for Honey Pie. Like I say, I'll link to the Beatles here. Go and play along with that. If you don't do my live classes but would like a copy of my lead sheet for the song, if you buy me a coffee, which you can find the link in the description of the video below, I will email you a copy over here of my lead sheet with all the chords and the words. So thank you for watching. Hope this helps. Cheers. Bye.